So it is a big weekend for dancehall music in the UK. Tonight, as I leave my show, I'm headed over to Notting Hill Gate for Cranium at Brookout. Tomorrow night, I am in Birmingham with Popcaan. But when you say big, when you say enormous, when you say huge, when you say gigantic, when you say large, is there any other words that can describe like greatness? Barrington Levy, Maxi Priest, big, dirty, stinking, don't wear no deodorant, don't be it for years, Shabba Ranks. Can I say that? I have a special guest in the studio, Mr. Ed's Eye, Vegas, Vegas.
Wagwan.
Uno gonna do the planning a little bit different. Well, you know, so that's how people are poor people in my boss.
Enough people there in England, you know. Enough people there in England, man. So everybody I get a slice of the cake.
Jeez.
But that show ya way up. Everybody, you know, people from outside of England are link me for tickets, so you know, say it way up there.
For years you've been coming and you just linked up with Mr. David Radican. It just passed through the studios.
Right.
Is this kind of probably one of the biggest kind of shows that you're doing?
This is real big because you talk about, you know, like over 30 years of music. You understand me? I say, put Barrington Levy into that, you're talking more than 40 years worth of music. You understand? So, you know, I just think people from that era, you know, all the way up to Mr. Vegas, you know, people that, you know, up to date with the music. You understand? Them come get like, you know, 90s. 2000, before 2000, you understand? So, you know, it's a whole heap of music, man. Whole heap of music.
Now, we're not going to get a 20-minute set from you, are we, Vegas?
Well, hopefully, you know, the stage manage good because me just in a New York where busy signal a perform and
it got time got cut.
Yeah, and you know the people them you know pay them money for come see us there. So I hope so the stage management because that is very important. You understand? I'm going to give them a longer show than your last interview.
Why you have to say that? We could do with the show first and then we get to that. So, you're going to be coming to performing all your hits.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, your life has been in transition of late.
Right.
You've given over your life to the Lord, to Christ.
Well, it's not even in transition. You have to understand.
You've
that,
always been in that place.
A lot of people, you know, get that whole thing twisted about serving God. You know, people just think that you started serving God last year or last week or 2 weeks ago. You understand? You know, I've been serving God from ever since I know myself. You understand? My mother took me to church from early up. My mother was a woman of God. You understand? So West Indian people, I know most West Indian people, we just love God. You understand? Some people just get extreme. You understand? But me's not an extreme Christian. Me still hang out with the sinners them. You understand?
Here you are with me.
You see what I say? Because when you check it out, you know, the whole way have a little, you know.
Of course.
Sin in a way.
We are human. We are just who
and
we
the
are.
Bible don't tell us no man righteous by earth who sin not. And so this is not about, Mr. Vegas is also holy now that I cannot go among, you know, my dancehall artist friend them and, you know, Barrington Levy and Shabba them doing a show and me I say, boy, I don't want to be a part of that. You understand? And I realize that, you know, you have to be very careful when you get locked into Christianity and get extreme. Because serving God, if you want to be like Christ, brother, you have to be Christ-like. The only reason why I tell people about my walk is because I see a world that we're living in now and I realize the youth them basically, you know, have a different frame of mind than when I was growing up. Because them have social media and all of these things now, so them more attracted to negativity.
Dangerous.
You understand? You know, I remember when Bounty Killer, you know, if I can call him name, so I say I'm not getting a backlash. When Bounty Killer did a bad man song back in the days, you know, it wasn't, people never take it literally like how they might take it now. When people say Alkaline in our video now with some big long gun, people are taking the youth them are taking literal now.
Jamaica's gone nuts over that. And it's just a film. How many times has Schwarzenegger done a film
but it's
like
just
that?
a film, but you have to understand it's a film, but you have to understand that the youth them idolize the artist them now.
But we idolized Rambo back in the day.
Yeah, but we know say Rambo can't jump off a 10-story building and not dead. We as youth we just know some that a fiction.
10 years ago, 15 years ago, if somebody had asked me, does music influence you in your life, even 20 years ago, I would say, nah, it's just music.
Entertainment.
Do you think that is different in 2017?
Because the youth, them can actually see the visual more now. Remember back in the days, a hit song, you not even get a video feed. Look how much hit song used to be, used to come out and we don't even see a video, we just hear the song and love the song. But now, visual, seeing is believing in a brother. You think that statement they're wrong? Seeing is believing, so when a man say, when you see your idol, and you can picture that, You can have a visual of that. You say, yo, me want one of them gun there too. And as soon as a little youth now get a big long gun, him think him are the baddest thing. You understand? And the politicians them and the government and whosoever and the corrupted people them don't place the guns them there already, you know. So it's not like they're not there. It's not like a man watching the TV and see one of these artists have a video with be a long gun and him have to go source it from America or England or man have to go ship it in. You have to understand, so the gun them already dead.
So in recent times, you've become like a curator for dancehall, a pundit for dancehall, somebody that looks over dancehall and talks about things that happen in dancehall. You spoke about the Popcaan and Drake situation, and you got a lot of backlash for that as well.
And I want a good lash too.
But also, we was talking about my 2-minute video with Popcaan. Now the full video, the full interview is up online. It was a half-hour interview, but we just clipped it and put the 2 minutes up online because we know said the controversy was spark.
Yeah.
Now let me talk about that, because you've been doing this for nearly like 20 years. You be more or less at the top of your game.
Right.
You've been at the top of your game like the Movados, like the Cartels, like the Popcaans, like the Alkalines. You've been probably even bigger than some of them, because Heads High is that international smash that still gets played to this day. I would like to see if some of their records will be played in 20 years' time. So when you see Popcaan make a statement that says, when you rise to the top, 99% of dancehall artists hate on you. Is that true, Vegas?
Well, him help create that too, you know. You have to understand that me help create some of the hatred when me get. Because I stand for something.
But would you say 90?
No, man, that's a rubbish, man.
That was a big talking.
That's rubbish.
Before I even got my yard
that's rubbish.
after the show,
but
everyone was talking about it.
If you think you have 99% of artists that hate you, I could say that as well. But me know, so me create some of that. Because me's a man talk, and when you go talk out, you must expect that people are go be offended and all of these things. Me not expect Alkaline to like me. Me not expect Massacre to like me. Me not expect Popcaan to like me.
Because you have your opinion.
Because me have
them.
strong opinions. You understand? Me don't even know if being man and them people are like me. Me don't know. Because me have strong opinions. Me I say, yo, me could fight to preserve the music. And right, this a man can look and I say, me I try stop him food. When me just I try stop the one day hustle. And I say, me could look to the future. For our kids, them we are going to come up like Bob Marley Pitney them. Because if Frankie Paul dead, John Holt dead, most of the icons them dead, I'm ashamed when I see people talk about them have to go them have to go do what we call it, fundraising, and
go
them have beg money and
it's embarrassing, man.
Bro, come on, man. And that me a talk about, brother.
Have you got a plan? Have you got a plan for after when you go back to being Clifford? Not Mr. Vegas.
All right.
What is your plan? Because that's the problem that it seems to have, that there's no pension plan. Nobody have no business set up, no ventures. Nobody's being entrepreneurial.
Let me tell you what's your pension in music. Your publishing, your royalties, a damn thing that you're publishing in music. You see the quick money that you make off a stage show and off a dub plate and them thing that the money they blow out. Worse if you're gallus.
Real talk.
And nowadays the girls them get more expensive because them watch the social media and them more hotter than the next girl. Them want all false bottom.
How many artists think in the same manner that you think? Because some of the listeners are going to be listening right now and thinking, but these guys must make crazy money. Why are they talking about how they're going to be buried? How you're going to live when you're an old man? This is reality in dancehall.
Bro, the artists them that we're talking about that passed away, most of the artists and most of the icons them that passed away, the scare artists, all of these artists, some of them got robbed. That's why we talk about the pension and the royalties. Let me tell you something, the most important thing for a man is to have a strong woman in your corner, brother.
True that.
I will probably want 500 woman. And then we get old. And we don't have nobody, we don't have no stability, bro. We ain't got no stability, so when you have no stability, you don't have nobody will have your back. We have 100 baby mother and none of them in our life. So everything, there's nobody to say, okay, this Edzai song here, it got licensed out to a movie. How much Mr. Vegas getting? If I am alive and somebody sample Sucky Ducky and me no get $1, out of where the sampling money, me no get $1, me maybe get some publishing, which me not even know how much me get. Them things that me tell them about.
Because you know the publishing forevermore will be coming through your letterbox.
Right, but here at Wicked, me don't even know how much percent me get for somebody sample my song when me write.
How you don't know
and
that?
me alive.
How you don't know that?
Because you have to understand when you were less educated and you license out or you get a money from Greensleeve, you get a 25 grand or a 50 grand from Greensleeve and them control your publishing for the rest of the lifetime of the materials that you gave to them.
When I was in Jamaica in February, I asked this question quite a few times. Is there a proper dancehall industry? Is there a proper reggae industry? Do we have an industry for ourselves that is properly managed, properly funded, that pays out the royalties and the payments and everything else? Because this music is such a powerful music. And we've seen it over the last 2 years how powerful this music is.
True.
But seemingly so, the wealth has not come back to those that are the originators and the people that are still practicing this music right now.
Because we don't have no union. We don't have no unity. If somebody tries to set up a union, them let outsiders sometimes come set up a union and find ways how to make money off of we. Like you have some organization that them set up in Jamaica and them tell you that, them collecting money on the artist's behalf. And them take money from sound system operators and them take money from selectors or whosoever, them take dancehall promoters and the dance keep in a Catadupa St. James and them tell us them collect money for artists. How them know which artists played in the dance?
Because this is a new thing that's happening in Jamaica right now.
How them know? It's not really new. It's a few years now. But how them know who got played? Because if that is the case, Vybz Kartel is supposed to be the richest. Are supposed to get the most money from them because if a dance they go 30 or 40 Vybz Kartel play.
And just to make the audience understand, when I play records on the radio, Mr. Vegas gets paid.
Good.
That's why we have a track list that goes up online. Good. And it goes to the necessary companies.
But we have people in Jamaica now. We have organization in Jamaica who tells you they're collecting money for the artist. But you take a money from a promoter down in the country and you are not there to say which song got played. So that means that there is some bogus thing going on right there, sir. In hindsight. In broad daylight.
What you did recently is what I love about reggae music and dancehall music, the old school. We use it to talk about what we see is in front of us.
Big time.
And
big time.
That is what reggae music was always about from the 70s, right coming up to the 80s, even in the 90s, when the bombing go on, in Elephant Man sing about it. Anything that's hot, we sing about it. And he recently did a song about the terrorists in England. Why did you feel that you needed to do that? And you're based in Jamaica. You're so far away. You're in Jamaica. You're in America.
Remember, say England is one of my main stops, you know. Remember, say England is a part of Mr. Vegas' breaking ground. You have to understand that going into the British chart is not a joke thing, brother. With a dancehall song. A song that people think is an oral song. You understand? Going into the British chart with Heads High is no joke, bro. You have to understand that my biggest award is the MOBO Awards. MOBO Award, you understand? So England is a place where been good to Mr. Vegas. You understand? When people never used to hear about Mr. Vegas because me there England with Greensleeve, them a tour and all over the place. You know, me there make some pounds, some heavy pound. So I could go back to Jamaica and create job. Whole heap of jobs.
It's always a pleasure having you up in the studio, Mr. Vegas. Saturday night, mad sitting up at Wembley, crazy show. Maxi Priest, Barrington Levy, Mr. Vegas, Shabba Ranks, Shawnee B, Daddy Annie hosting the thing.
Or the walk or the exit slang go again.
What? Yeah, you will catch up.
Yeah, we catch up. Yeah, we catch up here, sir.
Mr. Vegas, enough respect. Let's go in the mix. Old school, 30 minutes of some classics from the man who said Daidu.